Hello comrades, welcome to Commander Brito-Ruskie-Ski, and it's happened! 1 year! It's been a fucking year, comrades! But here we have OverSimplified, the second Punic war. Comrades, I'm so excited for this video, I cannot even explain it. It is 28 minutes long, and there is a part 2 that's like 40 minutes long. Part 2 will come out later this week. So comrades, get ready, these reactions, comrades. Make sure to subscribe, comrades. Let's try to reach 2,000 subscribers, and obviously check out OverSimplified. Link in description.
Let's hear it. Okay. Thank you one and all for your hard work fighting in the first
Yeah, comrades, Carthage got fucked. Comrades, not even close.
A little harder, but this isn't the finger pointing convention. I know you all have one thing on your minds.
Yeah,
hey, when are we all getting
Where's my money, bitch? Yeah, they did not pay them, did they? I mean, I don't know how the fuck they would have paid them anyway, comrades. Carthage was fucking broke as balls.
I'm not telling them, you tell them. Ugh. Look, you're not getting paid. We lost the first Punic War.
Yeah.
And owe the Romans
Calling
a
it
ton of reparations.
telling them it's called the first Punic War is kind of crazy, comrades, because it's like there's a fucking second one. It's like if after World War I, they was like, oh my god, guys, we won World War I.
Of course we can't pay you in
Like, there's a second?
Let's burn this place to the ground! Hey! Don't burn this place to the ground.
Yeah, don't!
Come on, fellas. Will killing us really make you feel
Probably
better about your money?
I mean,
yes.
comrades, if fucking like the government was like, also, what the fuck? There's blood in an oversimplified video? Holy shit! Okay, anyway. Comrades, I mean, I'm sure if politicians was like, you really want to kill us? I'm sure we would. Like, I'm not saying I want to do political assassinations, but I'm just saying.
Go, sir. Shut up, Jim.
Yeah, fuck
You're
you,
fired.
Jim.
I guess that makes 2 of us. Huh?
Oh my god, is that real? They fucking burned him. Also, is there going to be a lot of ads? Oh no. I mean, I'm not gonna complain, but you know. Second Punic War, obviously you got Hannibal, comrades. I'm excited for this shit.
Disgruntled mercenaries, left unpaid for all their hard work,
Yeah.
revolted, and Carthage found
Oh no, the
itself
Civil
caught
War.
up in an
See,
extremely
I don't know much ancient history, so I'm not going to be able to like, I will obviously like dissect what I can, but I can't really give much of my own knowledge here.
Mercenary War.
That's a good name.
Carthaginians hired more mercenaries to fight the mercenaries they couldn't.
So where did they pay them?
And Carthage came dangerously close to collapse.
Oh shit.
All the while, across the water, there was Rome.
Yeah, Rome was living it up.
Look at those morons. We just kicked their ass in the first Punic War, and now their own mercenaries are revolting.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, wait. First Punic
That's
War.
that's what I said. Bitch, there's a second.
Of this situation. So most certainly, yes. The Romans did, in fact, take advantage of the situation. Amongst the chaos, rebels on the Carthaginian island of Sardinia sent out a cry for help to Rome.
To be fair, Rome kind of deserves Sardinia and Corsica. Just let them have it.
In they went. Whoa. That's
Whoa,
our
whoa,
island.
whoa.
Get the hell off. Hey, they requested our help. We're simply helping. Oh, no, don't. Look, we're sending our own army to deal with the rebels, okay? But just to be clear, we're not trying to start a fight with you, so, you know, don't declare war on us.
Does this
or
kick off a
anything.
war? Oh wow,
We
okay.
surrender. Great. And as part of the
Shit,
peace
come on,
treaty,
Rome was just bullying Carthage. Wow,
we get to
comrades.
keep these islands.
Yeah, Carthage, you need to bounce back, comrades. You can't just be getting fucked over like that. So wait, okay, I don't know if this was a thing in the first one. I feel like it was. I think that's in Palermo? Something like that in Italy. That little state.
Wasn't bad enough. The Romans now took advantage of their mercenary problem and stole.
What the
their
fuck,
islands.
fell?
This shocking land grab was pretty hard to justify, even
Yeah,
by
comrades.
Roman standards.
But the thing is, there was no like international community back then, so who the fuck was gonna
The
stop
Romans
them?
now demanded Carthage pay them even more money
Wow.
on top of what was already owed. If
That's
Romans tried
crazy.
to make Carthage as mad as possible, they were doing a fantastic job.
Holy
The
shit.
seeds of a second Punic War were being sown.
Yeah.
And they were being
Rome was kind of
Carthaginian
asking for it.
tears.
Rome was very much asking for
Resentment
it.
in Carthage only continued.
Rome
to
should have
grow.
killed Carthage if they were gonna bully them like that.
Eventually, Carthage solved their mercenary problem.
I mean, I'm
thanks
sure
to
Rome does
Carthaginian
kill Carthage,
military
obviously.
genius. And hero of the first Punic War, Hamilcar, Barca.
Hamilcar.
He sorted those naughty
Is he
mercenaries
Hannibal's
out with some
father?
good
I'm
old-fashioned
assuming.
atrocities and the destructive mercenary war.
Because they had that a lot back in the day, where it would be like the father and then the son would learn from the father and then
All was
become
not
better
well
than him.
in Carthage. Mere decades ago, they were the top dogs in the Western Mediterranean. Now, after the crushing defeat in the
Yeah,
First
that must be
Punic War
fucked.
and a huge bill to pay the Romans, Carthage was well and truly under Rome's thumb. What on earth were they supposed to do? If they wanted any chance at regaining their former strength, there was one thing they needed now, more than anything. Money. But as long as they
So
owed Rome a bazillion dollars,
I don't know, maybe they had
there
a
was
new
nothing
trade
they
route
could
with
do.
some like Middle Eastern
Fortunately
country.
for them,
I don't know.
amongst their ranks,
I really don't know
there
the
was
Punic
one big
Wars
hunk
that
of a
well.
man with one big clump of a brain. Me!
Hamilcar?
Yes! Wait, why do you all have the exact same voice? I have it too! That's right. Hero of the First
Sounds
Punic War.
retarded.
Greatest general alive. And the poster above
See,
my
they had the
bed.
greatest general alive,
Hamilcar
but
Barca
they still
had
lost the
an
war,
idea.
so I don't know.
All right, we need money? Well, I've got one word for you. Spain.
Oh.
An area filled with lucrative silver.
Okay, that's
mines,
interesting.
from
I didn't
which the
expect it to
silver
go that
would
way.
Flow like a river, and our pockets would
So
be
they're gonna take
stuffed
over Spain
like
and
Tony's
loot
mother
it
at a
essentially,
buffet.
and then they're gonna.
So here's my proposal. You send me with an army to Spain. I'll expand.
You know,
our
it's
territory.
kind of ironic seeing like the Tunisians, I guess, and Algerians. I guess that's who the descendants of Carthage are, just like colonizing Spain. That's kind of funny.
Mine's up and running, and we'll be able to pay the
Kind of
Romans
ironic.
back in no time. Okay, but just to check, you're not secretly raising the money to go on a bloodthirsty revenge spree against Rome, are you?
Of course not.
Because we can't afford
No,
that.
no, he would never do
Hanno,
that.
my dear, I'm simply going to pay
Oh.
back.
Oh shit! Comrades, he's only gonna pay them back. It's so
Few in
good.
Carthage were as bitter about their loss in the First Punic War as Hamilcar Barca. 98%
Hamilcar
of his
Barca.
brain matter had been reallocated to thoughts of revenge. He was also fed up.
To
with
be
the
honest,
Carthage-
comrades, who doesn't want to kill a Roman from time to time? I mean, I don't know if I speak for everyone, but I definitely speak for myself.
When they surrendered at the end of the last war. And so for
That's how
Hamilcar,
every revenge
going to
story
Spain,
happens. Same with Hitler. Oh, the government betraying for
being able to act
surrendering.
independently from the weak Carthaginian government, building his own strength, and then perhaps somewhere down the line, revenge. However, he wasn't
Yeah, this
going
shit's
to
gonna be
Spain by
crazy.
himself. Hannibal? Yes, father? Would
Oh,
you
that's
like to
Hannibal.
come with me
Okay,
to
so
build
see,
an
there's-
empire in Spain?
Does he have
boy,
Roman and
what
fucking
up?
Carthage
Barbara,
toys?
Mind if I take our 9-year-old son with me? I want to implant an intense hatred of Rome in him and prepare him for a glorious campaign of vengeance. Just try not to traumatize him.
Yeah, don't
dear. No
traumatize him. He's only
promises.
gonna become one of the
The
best
young
generals
boy
ever.
Hannibal would accompany his father. Watching,
Let's go.
learning. Boy, you see that?
Well, by the way,
scene?
oversimplified videos have gotten so much higher production. Like, what is this lighting and shit, comrades?
Do
Look
you
at this
know what we
map.
do to Romans?
Like,
No,
what the
father.
fuck?
We hate them, Hannibal. We hate them with every fiber of
Yeah,
our
like, holy
being.
shit. Well,
Why,
oversimplified.
father?
Good,
Can't I just
good
play with my
fucking,
Digimons?
good
No,
shit.
son. They took everything from us.
Yeah, they
Our
did.
land,
This is like a fucking
our
movie.
wealth, our pride.
Not the pride.
Those animals. I'll tear them limb from limb.
Oh shit.
I'll
And he
burn
kind of
pathetic
did. I'm
city
not
to
gonna
the
lie. He
ground.
kind of did fuck them over.
Dad? I'm sorry, son. I've just never been so proud. Keep going. I'll slaughter their people.
Keep going.
I'll cut off their faces. And make them flags. I love you, son. After taking Hannibal to the Temple of Baal
So dumb.
and having him swear an oath never to be a friend of Rome,
Wow.
off Dad and son went for their lovely beach holiday in Spain.
Yeah, comrades, go to
But
Benidorm,
Spain was already
Malaga.
inhabited by many tribespeople.
Celts?
And when Hamilcar suddenly
Really?
showed up in their territory, they were
I don't know if I'm being really stupid about ancient history, but I did not remember the fucking Celts being like. I knew the Celts were in
What are you
France
doing?
and shit. I didn't
I'm
know they were
teaching
the
my son
south
how
of
to become
Spain.
a warrior like me. Aw, well that's sweet. Well then, little guy, let's see what you got.
Oh no.
Good boy.
Worried about AI
Huh?
taking your job? You
Fucking hell, oversimplify getting graphic
As
in this
Hamilcar
shit. I
got
like
to work
it.
fighting the tribes of Iberia and expanding Carthaginian
Wow,
influence,
Carthage was
Hannibal
huge.
became a child of war, even earning battle scars from a young age.
Oh.
And he grew to become a great military leader himself, making his father very proud. I love you so much, son. Dad, not in front of the enemy.
So dumb, comrades. So how does his father die? I don't know the way Hamilcar dies.
The Barcas successfully.
Also, who's that
consolidated
little
Carthage
country?
into
I don't.
power,
I
got
just
their
like.
silver-
And who's the one in like northern Spain and southern France? Like, I just don't
And
know
we're sending
ancient
buckets
history
of
well
cash
enough. I don't
back to a
think.
money-starved Carthage.
Even though it's very interesting shit.
Symbolizing Carthage's regrowing strength, a beautiful new city would eventually be founded in Spain. New Carthage with a magnificent palace.
Look at that
at its
elephant!
center.
What the fuck,
Carthage
comrades? You got
is
elephants
back,
dancing
baby.
and shit.
What in the name of Apollo is going on here? Romans. Flowing silver mines?
Oh.
Dancing elephants?
Oh.
What are you up to, Hamilcar? I'm simply gathering the money to pay you back. Oh. Oh, okay then. Or are you rebuilding strength to go on a
He wouldn't do.
spree?
Why would he do that?
Like
That's
I
why
said,
would he do that?
Claudius, I'm simply trying to pay you back. Aw. You guys are hugging. No, we're not.
We are not gay.
I was.
Save that for the Greeks, comrades.
I was hugging.
Oh, the Romans too, I guess.
Hamilcar had practically carved out a kingdom for himself in Spain,
Yeah.
free from the meddling Carthaginian politicians.
He should have just declared independence
His
and
power
fucked off.
was becoming immense. But Dad, yes, my son? I'm confused. Are we really simply paying the Romans back? We're not gonna go on a bloodthirsty revenge spree? Of course we are.
Yeah, what do you think this is?
To get the Romans off our backs. Listen, here's the most important life
So did he
lesson I
actually
have
say,
for you.
like, I'm guessing they
Vengeance
didn't actually,
is
like,
everything.
say that shit,
An
right?
all-encompassing thirst for vengeance is great for your mental health.
Yeah.
Are you still confused? No, I get it now. But what if the Romans find out what we're up to?
Oh,
they won't find
you're
out.
dead.
Why? Well, Hannibal, because I
Oh, no, there's gonna be a sponsor.
nor
Yeah, fuck, comrades. I'm not getting paid by NordVPN, so I ain't giving them any shit, comrades.
a child of war.
Look,
and the
check them out if you want,
Carthaginian
comrades, but they ain't
conquest
paying
of
me
Spain.
shit.
The Carthaginian recovery had been staggeringly quick, and Rome was seriously alarmed.
Rome,
But they were
fuck,
also
Rome
preoccupied
should have
with
just been
ongoing
happy.
wars elsewhere,
Yeah, Rome's
including an
expanding.
expansionist war to
Wow,
the
they
north,
went
where
into
they were
Albania.
enslaving thousands of northern Celts.
That's kind of crazy.
So for now, to keep Carthage in check, the Romans insisted on a new treaty.
The Ebro
See this
River.
The two sides agreed that everything above it was in Rome's sphere of
Wow.
influence, while beneath
That's
it
so
was
much-
Carthage. Under
That's so
no
much beneficial
circumstances were the
to,
Carthaginians to ex-
isn't that so much more beneficial to Rome? I'm surprised that Carthage didn't ask to make the border like the Pyrenees, but I guess Rome was kind of like the one in charge,
north
I
of
guess.
that river. But for now, Hamilcar and son were living it up.
Yeah.
Well, son, here's to many more
Hey,
years
it
of
was
successful
music.
campaigning in Spain. Now, if you'll excuse me, I just have to go fight those guys.
Yeah, just have
See
to
you
go
later,
fight
son.
those guys.
I love you.
Huh?
What the? Oh,
Did he actually,
crap.
is that actually how he died? Did he just get stabbed while crossing a
drowned?
river?
Oh well. Always remember, son.
That's so fucked.
You.
What the heck?
Our vengeance.
You are vengeance, Hannibal.
Also, delete my browsing history.
Yeah.
Hamilcar Barca was tragically ambushed
Wow.
at a river and drowned. His son-in-law.
He
and
drowned.
possibly
He didn't
also
even
his
get
lover,
killed.
No further questions.
stabbed,
Took charge for a while,
murdered.
but he too was later assassinated.
Oh,
leaving
wow.
Finally,
Everyone just getting
26-year-old
assassinated. Imagine Hannibal got
in
assassinated.
charge of the Carthaginian armies in Spain. Sources say the men readily accepted him as their leader. He chose to suffer the same hardships as his men. He lived in the same conditions, was often the first into battle, and the last one.
You know, it's always
ended up
leaders like Hannibal, Napoleon that like stay with their army that get like
so
the
loved
best.
that he looked a lot like his dad.
You know, they get
He
like
had the
appreciation
total
from them.
respect of his men. If he said jump, they said how high. If he said tuck
How
me in,
high?
they said how tight. If he said talk to a girl without peeing your pants, they said that's impossible.
Comrades, this is
Nobody
crazy
can do
shit.
that. An army that would follow him anywhere would be crucial for exacting
Yeah,
his vengeance.
this is very similar to
against Rome.
Napoleon. In the way he
Hannibal's
like
army
did
had
shit.
become a strong
Get
and loyal
swole,
fighting
brother!
force, and
Fucking
that
Hulk
was making
Hogan.
a certain nation
That's so
very
random.
uncomfortable. Seeing Carthage re-strengthen so quickly was not something Rome had expected.
Yeah, Rome
Yet
shitting
here they
themselves.
were, paying off their debts and expanding their territory. It didn't feel very much like Carthage was under Rome's thumb at all.
Yeah, Hannibal
and Rome
fighting back.
wanted to put an end to it. Tensions were strung tighter than your liar's G-string, and all it would take was one incident to trigger all.
So what was the thing that triggered the war? Oh my god, there's so many ads. I mean, OverSimplified works hard as shit, so he deserves it, but
War.
fucking hell.
And in 219 BC, a city in Spain would find itself
Oh, is
at
it that
the
small
very
one?
center
Okay.
of that fateful incident.
Okay, what is it?
Saguntum.
Saguntum.
Remember that
Okay.
treaty declaring everything south of this river to be Carthage's
So did Rome
sphere
try
of
and take
influence?
Saguntum?
Well, Saguntum should therefore obviously be Carthaginian, right? Wrong! Saguntum
Don't shout
had
at me.
actually scored itself an informal alliance
Yeah.
with Rome after Rome had helped it with an internal dispute. With Carthaginian encroachment,
Oh, shit.
Saguntum began to fear for its independence.
So I'm gonna guess that
and
they invaded Saguntum and Rome declared war?
Rome declared itself Saguntum's protector. But this clearly went against the Ebro
Yeah.
River Treaty. So what on earth?
I mean, it's kind of
was
shitty from
Rome
the
doing?
Romans, I guess.
Were the
But
Saguntines and
whatever.
the Romans truly just BFFs? It's possible. Or was Rome
It's possible.
deliberately trying to interfere with Hannibal's Spanish expansion and maintain
It's
a
possible.
staging post for a future war with Carthage? More likely. And
Yeah.
Hannibal certainly viewed this Rome-Saguntum alliance as an outrage. Yet another
Come on, his
example
fucking
of
head's
Roman
gonna pop with
arrogance.
that vein.
At first, he left Saguntum alone. But having learnt from his
Oh.
father to hate all things Roman, and having inherited his father's dream of bringing Rome to its knees.
No,
more and
comrades, you
more,
can't do that to the
Hannibal
hairy-chested
began to see
Italians.
Saguntum as
Comrades,
an
you know.
opportunity. Could this controversial alliance be just what devilish little Hannibal needed to kickstart a second war with Rome
What the fuck?
and restore
You're a mean one, Mr.
Carthaginian
Hannibal.
dominance?
Comrades, what
It's
the
even
fuck?
possible that
I
Rome
never
were also
want to
using
see that
Saguntum
again.
To goad Hannibal into a fight, so they could go and kick him out of Spain.
Oh.
And as the two giants began gearing up for round two, the poor people of Saguntum had no idea that
Yeah,
they were about
okay.
to be crushed in the collision. Hey,
Saguntum
your
genocide.
alliance with Saguntum is an insult,
No!
and we won't
Don't do
stand
it.
for it. There are friends.
Yeah,
Hannibal,
this is kind of
and if you
crazy.
lay a finger on them, it'll be an act of war. Yeah, Hannibal, back the
Yeah,
hell
what?
off.
Why did they make the Saguntis so gay? Oh, you know, Oversimplified is kind of gay as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. He always kind of has to add a little, you know, had to add a little fruitiness into his characters.
I hope you do, Hannibal. Find
Yeah,
out
fuck
what
off,
happens.
Hannibal.
Yeah, we hope you do. Hannibal. What? Maybe I will. Go ahead. Kill them all. Okay then. Fine. Okay. Guess I'll do just that. Consul? We look forward to it. Consul? You're gonna protect us though, right, Consul? Consul!
Oh, yeah, Saguntum genocide. Saguntum
Top
genocide.
it all off when the
No.
Saguntum people made the genius decision of raiding into Carthaginian territory. Enough was enough. In an
Yeah.
action that was guaranteed to provoke the Romans into war.
Oh, no.
Hannibal besieged the city. The siege of Saguntum lasted 8 cruel months.
8
before
months?
Hannibal broke through the
Jesus.
city defenses and turned Saguntum into a killing field.
Oh my god.
It was a massacre.
How many died?
What the hell? Tell me I didn't just catch you
Yeah, that's
massacring our
fucked.
friends, the Sugantes. Well, Consul, if you like the Sugantes so much, perhaps you should sug on these nuts.
No! Oh my
People were the
god.
attack on Saguntum.
How many died?
was
I want to
understandably
know how many lived
an
in Saguntum.
uproar, and all eyes were now fixated
That's
on
crazy.
what would happen
How so many
next,
just got
as Rome
fucking
sent a
slaughtered.
delegation to Carthage, led by one of the most highly esteemed Roman senators, Fabius Maximus.
Fabius
He
Maximus.
demanded an answer for Hannibal's sins. All right, listen up, scum. You've got a rogue general in Spain attacking a Roman ally. What are we supposed to do about it? Well, there shouldn't have even been a Roman ally in Spain.
That is true.
You're the aggressor here. Hand Hannibal over to us as a criminal
Wow.
so we can punish him severely. No,
I think even
yes,
if
no.
Carthage agreed, Hannibal wouldn't
No,
have let
look.
himself get kidnapped.
I hold in the folds of my toga both peace and war.
Oh.
Which one
He
should I
really
let
said
drop?
this.
Whichever one you want. Then I choose.
Holy shit!
Second Punic
Second
War
Punic War. Okay, comrades, sorry, my camera died. Let's resume.
had begun.
The Second Punic War begins.
Pack it up, boys. We've got 'em. We already destroyed these clowns once, and we
Yeah,
were
that
the
is true.
underdogs. Now we're the overdogs. Hot
Overdogs.
Exactly.
The updogs.
This is gonna be easy.
Comrades, let's go.
Here's the plan. Consul Longus.
I'm pretty sure
you
Rome
take your
does end up
army
winning.
And sail straight for
So we'll
Carthage.
see.
Burn that city to the ground. And Consul Scipio, you just head on over to Iberia and make sure this Hannibal guy doesn't do anything crazy?
Ooh.
I mean, what's he gonna
But
do?
let me guess, Hannibal's
Cross
gonna
the
do
Alps?
something crazy.
We're going to what? Cross the Alps.
That is
We're
crazy as well,
going to-
comrades. I drove through the Alps when I went to Europe, and it's crazy to drive through.
Hannibal will freeze to death. Trust me, Jerome. The Romans
Yeah, Jerome.
are expecting us to fight the same way we did last time. Passively, taking no initiative. They think it's gonna be easy.
That's
So
what they
this
said.
time, we have to be aggressive. We have to go on the attack. It sickens me to say this, but this
We have
time,
to be Roman.
We have to be a little more Roman.
Yeah,
And
there
we're
you
gonna
go.
take poops and baths together? But I'm insecure about my hairy legs. No.
Nah, come
I'm
on,
saying
I
this
agree with
time
that.
We're
Me
gonna
too.
take the fight to them. Think about it. Rome thinks they're simply going to invade us and win the war. So when they suddenly find themselves being invaded from the north, they'll freak out. Like Tony's mother when the buffet runs out of shrimp. Hey!
That's
gotta
so
admit,
rude.
It's actually kind of genius.
What did Tony
And my
ever do
hairy
to you?
legs will insulate me from the cold. That's the spirit, Hannibal. You have my sword and my spear and my legs. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. To be fair, they are like Mediterranean. Mediterranean motherfuckers always got the hairiest legs. What is this? Why can I not skip it? Why can let me skip it, please? Like, come on, I'm not going to watch this. I don't even know what movie this is. I'm not going to watch it.
This
Okay,
planet's our
I'm never going to watch it.
but we're not treating it that way.
Hannibal's plan.
Oh, there's only
Daring
8 minutes
Alpine
left, so I'm
trek
gonna guess he
surprised
crosses
the Romans
into Italy
was
and
a
then it
bold
will end.
But risky strategy. If it paid off, he could catch the Romans
No
with
pants
their pants
party.
down, but he could also end up losing a ton of men and supplies.
Yeah.
In the
Wait, they
hostile
took
mountain
the
conditions.
elephants with them.
Nevertheless,
That's
in
fucking
218
crazy.
BC, with a fire in his eyes and some vengeance in his belly, Hannibal
Ooh.
brought his force of almost 100,000 men across the Ebro River. They spent months on
Did the Romans
road,
not
trekking
realize
through the
that they
cold,
crossed the
hostile
Ebro
mountain
River?
Conditions. And when they finally reached the other side, they said, "Hooray! We did it! We crossed the Alps."
Yeah.
No, those were the Pyrenees.
Oh.
Those are the Alps.
So I guess the Alps are like way bigger than the Pyrenees.
After crossing the Pyrenees, the army then had to pass through southern Gaul, a vast territory filled with tribespeople, many of whom were hostile to Hannibal's presence.
Oh, so they had to fight
His
people
journey
just
to
to
the
get
Alps was
to
an
fucking
ordeal in
Italy.
itself, as he was forced to fight his way through.
Wow.
incurred
And the
pretty
Romans just
hefty
never
losses
noticed
before
that
even
all
reaching
these
the mountains.
people were dying.
His plan was almost stopped
It's
in
so
its
weird how
tracks.
information was just not around back then.
As the Roman consul Scipio, on his way to Iberia, discovered Hannibal was right on his doorstep. Suddenly, Hannibal's journey became a race as he rushed to get his massive army across the vast Rhone River.
So does he
before
just beat the
the
Romans
could
here?
intercept him. The crossing was chaotic, with the panicking elephants causing several men to drown. And the first combat
Shit.
of the war occurred when small scouting parties from each side encountered one another. When Scipio finally caught up to Hannibal's position, what he found was
So what did
an
Hannibal
empty
do?
Carthaginian camp.
Oh.
Had slipped through his fingers. The Roman consul Scipio.
How do you
felt
just
the
get
weight of the
100,000 people to
situation.
escape? That's
Quite
so insane to me.
unbelievably, Hannibal was going to cross the Alps into Italy.
Because like 100,000
and the
people,
Romans
you
had
can't even
no
like
idea
see them all at
where he
once.
would emerge. For the first time, a Carthaginian force had the Roman homeland under threat.
Oh shit.
Scipio sent his men onto Iberia as planned, but he himself rushed home to raise a new army so that if
So did they
Hannibal
invade
survived the
into
crossing,
Iberia or not?
Scipio would be there, waiting. Would you look at that, boys? We're here, the Alps. Although it is a little later than I expected.
Ooh.
It's kind of chilly. We'll
They
set
not
up camp
bring
here
like
and wait for
warmer
spring,
clothes.
right? It's way too cold, right?
He crossed in winter? Holy shit. How many died? I'm guessing
Hannibal's
it's,
famous
especially in like ancient times, it's got to be like 80%, right? Something like that
crossing
must
of
have
the
died. At least
Alps was
50%.
brutal. It was already autumn, and the men suffered terribly.
See, Hannibal should have
It was
invaded
cold.
Russia.
They
That's what
fell
he
off
should
the
have done.
sides of icy cliffs. They starved. They fell off the sides of icy cliffs. Some
Uh-huh.
sources say they had to eat their pack animals and would finish off
shit.
dying comrades in order to take their clothes for extra warmth. And then they would fall off the sides of icy
Oh my
cliffs.
god.
Imagine an army of 50,000 men.
So only 50,000 even made it to
and
the
37
Alps.
elephants trying to navigate the most hostile mountain range in Europe.
Imagine doing this here, and then as soon as you reach Italy, you get like killed by a bow and arrow. Like you don't even get to like fight.
Tribespeople lived in the mountains.
It's just like, it's so sad being a soldier. Like you're doing all of these crossings just to die,
A tribe
essentially.
approached Hannibal and said, "Hey man, geez, that's some nice armor. What is that?
It's
gold?
quite nice.
Man, I'd really like that armor. Hey boss, they've got food as well. Shut up.
Oh
Be
my god.
cool. Hey, why don't you let us guide you through this narrow gorge? We're not gonna kill you or nothing. Just walk right on through there. We're not gonna kill you. It's just right this way.
Yeah, we're not gonna kill you.
We're not gonna kill you. Hannibal's army
We're not
were
gonna
forced
kill
to
ya.
fight their way through the gorge as massive
Wow.
boulders rained down on them.
It's
from
so
above.
insane how we had all of
Some
these
clever
battles. So
reorganization of the
why
city
would you
helped
live
them
in the Alps
survive,
though if you're a
and they were able
tribesman?
to
Like
fend
why?
off the
Just live somewhere
opportunistic
fucking
tribes.
normal.
But losses from the constant attacks were heavy. As the
Yeah,
journey
that would be
men
fucked.
who went over the sides would get stuck on the ice sheets below and had to make a grisly choice between starving to death or just getting it over with. When the
Fuck.
deeply demoralized army reached the summit,
Yeah, fuck
they
doing
rested
this,
for a couple
comrades. I could
days.
not be a fucking
Hannibal
soldier.
tried to lift their spirits with a rousing speech. Look, men, down there.
And it's like all of these men
Rome.
cross the Alps, and
These
it's like none of their
plains
names I
stretching
even
out in front
remember.
of you are
It's
bountiful
crazy.
with food to eat and Romans to kill.
Oh,
Move, Bessie.
what the
Look,
fuck,
you
Bessie?
have just
You
climbed the
fucking
walls of
stinky
Rome.
bitch.
The hard part is over. From here on out, it's all downhill, and nobody else will die. Except for them. The rest of us here, no one dies.
Oh
Starting
my
now.
god.
Okay, let's go. Oh, for goodness sake! As it turned out, the descent was as deadly as
So how
it
many
got,
crossed the
with
Alps? I want
cold
him to give
really
numbers. I
starting
want to
set
see.
in. The path became even more narrow, and at one point, the men spent 3 days in the freezing cold repairing a collapsed road.
Oh my
When
god.
they finally reached the bottom, Hannibal said, "Look, guys, we did it." Well,
Yeah,
I thought
fuck
it went
that.
really well. When Hannibal left Spain, he had about 100,000 men. By the time
Oh
he
my
reached
God.
the Italian plains, his numbers had dwindled to about 26,000.
74%? Fuck.
Without a supply line,
Yeah, fuck
or a source
that.
of reinforcements. And any elephants who had survived to this point were almost certainly traumatized.
Yeah,
So
fuck
what
being
on
an
earth
elephant
was
too.
Hannibal up
How
to?
did they even get the
This
elephants?
supposed military genius had just led a starving and weakened army right into enemy territory. Any
Yeah.
modern general who lost half their men to mountains would be immediately fired and possibly even depantsed on live TV. Here's the
Not
thing.
depants.
While Hannibal may not have planned on losing
So how the
quite so
fuck does he
many,
win when
he
his
had
people are
almost certainly
starving and shit?
expected considerable losses, and he always had a plan for how to replace them. Need men? Northern Italy was full of men. Big, burly Celtic
Yeah,
men.
but didn't the
All men
didn't the
Hannibal
Celts
would
want to
ever
kill
need
them though?
to beat off Rome. These Celts were filled with resentment, having only recently been conquered by
Oh,
Rome.
so he's gonna
Hannibal
cause an
hoped to
uprising
be
in
seen as a
Rome.
liberator, convince the Celts
Okay.
to cut ties with Rome, and instead join him in crushing Rome.
Oh
That way,
shit,
he could get
okay.
a source of reinforcements and supplies right in Rome's backyard.
Was another Roman
But, sir,
army up there,
in order
bro?
to win the loyalty of the Celts, we would need to
Why
make
is he
a
doing hula hoops?
seriously favorable impression on them. How do we get them to like us? Kill them. One of Hannibal's first actions in Italy was to obliterate a nearby tribe who wouldn't join him.
What the fuck?
This sent a clear message to all the other tribes. It was his wrath they should fear, not Rome's. The realization that a Carthaginian army
shit.
had just invaded them must have been shocking for the Romans.
Yeah, how the fuck
But
they
when
crossed the
looked at
Alps?
this ragtag group broken by the Alps, they couldn't have felt very intimidated.
Yeah.
However, Hannibal was now in Italy, and he was about
Yeah,
to
he's not
embark
gonna stop.
on
I know
one of
he
the most
fucks the shit out of them, but I don't know. I don't know the
military
specifics,
campaigns
but
in all of human history. The
Yeah.
Romans may not have known it yet, but there was now a monster loose in their territory, and he was vying for Roman.
let's go. Okay, comrades, and that was the second Punic War, part 1, comrades. Insane shit, comrades. Hannibal is such a badass, comrades, crossing the Alps, doing all that bullshit. I cannot wait to see the campaign through Italy where he just fucks up Rome. I'm pretty sure the Romans do win in the end, comrades, but I really cannot wait to see this shit, comrades. I'm sad he hasn't released part 3 yet, so we will watch part 2 and it's gonna be a bit of a break, but whatever. Sorry for the cuts, my camera keeps cutting out, so I'm gonna have to end this video now, comrades. Leave a like, subscribe, and make sure to let communism strike again.